Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, obviously we're sieging Hobart here. We declared war on the Aserian. That's where we're at. Also, Sturgia did die in between episodes, which what happened was one of my armies obviously sieged one of the Sturgian Thieves. My plan was obviously to start off the episode sieging the final Sturgian Thief, but what happened in between episodes was basically we made peace. I wasn't spending, I don't know how much influence, it was like 1,000 influence, so I just thought we'll make peace, it's only for 200, but the South was sieging the Sturgian's last thief anyway, so I thought we might as well make peace. So we obviously made peace with them, and I'm pretty sure that they've actually all died out now. But we made peace with them anyway, and they've been destroyed. Sturgian's completely wiped out now. Did I oh no, I told them to stop. Yeah, and they've been completely wiped out now, which is obviously, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Sturgian's fully wiped out, which isn't bad. We do have most of the clans that they owned, and the rest I think are in Valandia. I think only the King clan got wiped. But we're obviously over the Azari here. The goal is to wipe out the Azari, either this episode or the next episode. We can definitely wipe them out soon, but we need to obviously crush them first. Oh, I do need to be careful, but obviously this is going to be very nice if we can wipe out the Azari. I'm not particularly thinking we'll be able to keep this land. We're probably going to end up losing it, but just wiping out the Azari is going to be good anyway. They have been absolutely destroyed by other factions. They've only got, I think, 5 towns, which obviously can serve us well for money with our clans until we lose them. Then we can obviously focus upon the Crusaders or something else like that. They're a bit closer to my land, because obviously we're not going to be sitting over here defending this. I'm taking a lot of damage, which isn't good. But we are getting quite a few kills. We've only got 8 at the second, but we can obviously get more. But we're obviously going to be hopefully doing some good stuff. Obviously we're still waiting for war sales. I'm not too sure. I haven't particularly looking too much at when war sales come out. Obviously it said, like, I think it said early spring or fall. Not spring, fall. Yeah, I'm dead here. I can't particularly remember, but we're obviously hoping for it sooner rather than later. We are absolutely destroying the garrison here. We do have like 1,200 to their 400, so we outnumber them about 3 to 1. Yeah, we're absolutely just demolishing them here. Yeah, they're getting completely crushed off these walls. They've got one more wave of reinforcements here, and it doesn't matter because they're just getting absolutely destroyed here. Yeah, we're absolutely just crushing them here. We only lost 17 men in that siege. Yeah, there is a retreat to keep here, but that's obviously not too bad. There's only 26 men left. I don't want to send all my Fiend champions in. What we can go ahead and do is just send some random men that we probably don't own in. Yeah, we went ahead and took the town, obviously. That's pretty nice here. We should have actually took the prisoners because we could have just sold them straight away. But obviously the goal is to destroy the Azari. Just completely destroy them. Ooh. I think we're going to take out quite a bit of the men. Like, probably like 90 of the men. So I'll be back once we're obviously sieging something else, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. See, we've got the vote, but I also have got a lot of updates on the map here. Yeah, it's going to Godham here, which has no land, so that's actually pretty good that he gets a town here. Especially considering I'm pretty sure he's very poor now. Yeah, very poor. Well, not very poor, but he is poor. Quartz got taken by the Azari, so did Tubelis, Udapau, just all those castles there. I also think they took, I'm not too sure if I showed you they took those. Ronti and Jalmary's Amathea got taken by obviously the north here. We took Locana, and obviously, ooh, the south took Cybrators, and then the Kuzets must have took that off them. Then also Lycron got taken. I don't know if that was shown, and Danushko got taken off the south, and Razil got taken off the. I think it got taken off the Zara. Either got taken off the south. Well, the south took it off the Azara, then they took it off the south. I'm not too sure. But we're obviously going ahead and sieging hopefully like this, depending on... Yeah, they've only got 400 garrison, so we'll be back once we're ready to launch assault, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, we're obviously in the siege here. We do need to be quite careful, because they've got 2 catapults and a ballista. So we need to be pretty careful here. Ooh. Luckily that missed. If that didn't miss, that would be very bad for us. Because obviously they can deal a lot of damage to us. I don't think if we're right up against here, they can hit us. I obviously don't want the archers to be getting hit at all. Because they're all Fiend champions. Doesn't look like either side can really get hit. The reinforcements to the side of the wall are getting hit. Yeah, the reinforcements. I'm not too sure where they are. Infantry! Infantry! Yeah, that's all this unit. Oh, no, those are archers actually. With a bit of infantry. We need to be getting the men up the walls, obviously, without me dying this early. So I'm not going to be climbing. The amount of men we've got is insane. We've got 70 archers, which are basically all mine. Considering we've got 80 archers in total. And 70 of them are my Fiend champions. Yeah, we've got our massive reinforcements. We've got 150 men ready to climb the walls. And we've got 70 archers to punish them. So, I don't think it's going to be too bad. Yeah, we've just got a massive horde of infantry. Hopefully we can start climbing. Once we get most of the men up the walls, it should be very easy just to wipe them. Considering it looks like we're mainly just 13 heavy spearmen. We're already kind of crushing them on these walls. We've got almost triple the amount of kills on them that we've lost. So we've got definitely a lot of strength compared to them. We're absolutely just pushing them off this wall. We're basically taking no losses. Yeah, this is going very nicely. I guess we are facing against militia and peasants and stuff, and we've got, it looks like basically all tier 5s, some tier 6s. Yeah, we're almost pushing them off this wall. Oh, they actually literally pushed me off the wall. That's only 4 fall, so it's actually not too bad. Ooh. Where am I getting shot from? I don't know where I'm getting shot from, but I'm going to try and break this wall. Well, I say wall, it's not really a shield wall. But the more we can damage, the better. They can't just absorb my armor. Ooh, that's not good if they all charge me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to obviously run a little bit here. Because I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be able to take all those men. I definitely will with a few heavy spearmen helping me. Ooh, definitely not that amount of forces. We need a lot of men down here. Yeah, it does look like we're starting to get quite a bit of men down here. Because I'm assuming they got reinforcements, and this is their big reinforcements. Yeah, they've just probably got more reinforcements. Either that, or they're completely, just not holding other parts of the wall to take this back. Ooh, I almost went down there. Yeah, it looks like we're pushing them back, which is very good. Yeah, we managed to wipe 180 of them for 20 of us. And only 7 of us are dead, so that's very nice. They do obviously only have 400 men, which means they've got basically the remainder of their men on the battlefield here. We could do with probably running back to our lines here. Yeah, we've got like 70 infantry or something here. We should just be able to demolish them here. 70 very elite infantry against 160 not too good infantry. Ooh. We do need to try and stay alive, but considering the amount of men we have on the battlefield, this is basically victory. Yeah, we're absolutely just demolishing them here. This was one of the more risky sieges, but it's paid off very easily with just the weakness of the Asari. Yeah, it looks like we've just completely only wiped their gate defense. They've just got more reinforcements here. Which, hopefully, yeah, luckily our men do. I was going to say, hopefully our men turn around and actually start fighting them. These are going to be relatively free kills though, because they've got enough shields or anything. Yeah, we're just absolutely crushing them this episode. The Asari are obviously one of the weakest factions. I think they're actually weaker than us, even though we don't have that much land. But we are definitely getting weaker because our clans are getting poorer, which means they can't pay for the 200 party size or whatever they can fuel. Yeah, that's basically the victory here. They've got 50 men left. It does look like they're all retreating. It would be helpful if I could actually hit a shot here to get a few kills. Yeah, obviously this is going very, very nicely though. This is going very nicely. Obviously we've just wiped 400 of them for 8 losses. So we've lost probably about 40 men and took 2 towns. They do have, I think, about a 600 man army, maybe more, heading to siege obviously that town. But we can easily just head over there and defend it. We don't have more reinforcements though. I think actually, saying that, I think Oleg might be able to join us now. Because Oleg was poor. But I think he chopped down some of his garrisons and now he's making a lot of money. Well, I say poor, I'm pretty sure he went down to average money. We are on literally like 0 HP though. They've got 2 men left. We're gonna go ahead over there and see if we can kill them. Because it does look like they're probably stuck. I was wondering why the battle wasn't finishing, but they're probably stuck.
Forward! Move!
We're gonna move the men out the way. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can obviously kill the last 2. Because they probably don't have that many. They probably have like 20 men. But it's worth killing 2 men instead of losing a few. Oh, they weren't even stuck. I don't think. Or at least one of them wasn't.
Attack!
We're gonna charge them and see where they go. Yeah, I'm not too sure if one of them is stuck or not. Oh, they actually weren't stuck at all. It was just there was that many men that we were blocking each other from hitting. Oh, I almost just took 1 prisoner. Yeah, that's obviously quite nice as well. Yeah, we just took another town here. So now they're down 2 towns. Can we sell all of this loot? Ooh, we actually can. Yeah, so they're down to 3 towns. We took 2 off them. We have got a lot weaker of a force now, though. We could do with reinforcements if Oleg. Yeah, Oleg is available to join us, which is very good, because there's only 3 lords that can join us here. Yeah, taking another few towns could be very good for us. Yeah, they've got 4,000 strength. Kuzits are also at war with them. Kuzits are at war with the south as well, though. Ooh, the south's extremely weak. I guess the south only has 3 towns. The south's probably going to fall soon. We can probably hire some clans from them at some point. I think we're going to let them siege Hubar. I'm assuming that's what they're going to siege. They might siege... They might turn around and siege Likeness. I'm not too sure which one they're going to siege. I don't think that should go to him, considering he already has a town. He also has a town, so I think I'm going to give it to Voldy here. Because if we give them all 1 town each, they get a lot of money from the towns. and then we eventually lose the towns. Actually, we're gonna defend Hubar, so I'll be back once we're defending Hubar, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and we're defending this town, obviously. It's got 1,100 attackers, but we can obviously break in, we can just crush them here. I didn't think it was worth really fighting them, because we need to preserve our army for the sieges, so I didn't really think it was worth, obviously, attacking them. I think we might have been able to, well, we probably would have been able to take them with how elite we are, but I just thought it was probably better just to break into defense. We can also get more money that way. Obviously, we are decently poor. We've got 200k, but we're still decently poor, considering we've just spent all of our money on different stuff. We're relatively poor at this point, so we definitely need some more money, and breaking the defense is just going to give us a lot of money. Yeah, so we can obviously go ahead and we're going to actually just keep the rest. We can sell it at a different town. We did just lose a decent chunk of our force, though, due to the parties obviously being too small. Yeah, we just lost another 200 men. So now we've only got 900 men to siege something. Well, we've got another 50 men wounded, so we've got 1,000 men. Then we can siege a town or two with this army that's left. I don't think we want to go ahead and hire any of the clans. I think we just want to take the town. They've only got 400 defenders. It looks like they've got 400 defenders in every town. It's not going to be... We can't siege that if they go into the defense. And stupidly, the army's just running back and forth. Are they planning? No, they're not planning on sieging. So we'll be back once we're ready to launch assault on this town, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, we're loading into the siege here. I think we're just going to launch. They've got one catapult. I don't think it's going to be too hard of a battle to win. Yeah, the catapults are there, so we can just go ahead and siege those ladders. And it's really not going to be too hard to, obviously, win here. Ooh, that catapult's going to... It actually missed, basically. It damaged a lot of the... It damaged the Fiend Champions heavily, I think. But they actually tanked a full catapult shot. That's actually pretty good. Especially considering it's going to save a lot of deaths. We need to get the infantry moving, because that infantry line is very, very weak. Yeah, we're going to get them to scatter, because I'm not sure if it will scatter them currently. No, it's not getting them to scatter.
Infantry! 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 Infantry!
Where's the second unit?
Infantry!
Oh, that's the second unit. I scattered the first unit.
Scatter around!
Yeah, it didn't really work. We're gonna charge that unit. Wait for this one to get a bit closer, then we're gonna be in a beautiful position. Yeah, we're gonna get both those units just to get up the walls. We're gonna actually head to the other walls here. We're just gonna leave them with that. We're actually gonna head to the other walls. See how many men they have on them. It looks like they at least have 10 men. Which, I'm not too sure if we can take the wall. 4 against 10. If it wasn't a wall, we could obviously crush them. But they're on a wall. Hopefully those 3 men can get as many kills. Actually, there's 4. I'm going to actually try and reinforce this wall. It might end up with me going down. But with me and the 4 of these troops, I'm assuming are mine. At least 2 of them have, I think, my banner. Oh, actually, no, they have Oleg's banner. Not mine. Yeah, 3 of them have Oleg's banner, 1 of them has mine. They haven't got too many on this wall. If my men can hold out, we can definitely take the wall. Yeah, I'm not taking the full side of the wall single-handedly. Means we can push this 4 men, support the other taking the other wall. And if not, we can still get quite a few kills here. Ooh, does look like one of our troops just went down. Yeah, it's actually working out pretty well. We're picking off quite a lot of their men. We're also weakening their main force, because they're splitting off a few of their men to reinforce. Ooh, we are actually getting an extra troop or two. Slowly heading over here to push up the ladders, and they're just climbing. Yeah, it looks like we're taking over the other wall as well. Which I'm not sure if we particularly helped that much, but we definitely reinforced a lot. Because we split off like 20 of their men and managed to kill them off the main wall, which is obviously going to be pretty helpful. And we managed to kill them, obviously, which means it's not like we can reinforce it again. Yeah, we're absolutely just demolishing them here now. Yeah, they've lost 200 men, we've lost 15. We are absolutely just crushing them here because they've got a lot of militia and a lot of just recruits and stuff that it's just too easy to take the towns. The main losses we take is to garrison the towns. Yeah, I think if it wasn't for we needed to garrison the towns, we could take all of the Aserian fiefs easy. We might have a little bit of a hard time, because we're going to lose like another 150 men to this, which means we're going to have 850, leading the assault on 2 towns. And we obviously need to stop these Aserian from sieging us, because we don't want them to take what we've took back. We are doing a very nice job though. We're doing a very, very nice job. Yeah, we took, I think, about 40 losses to siege 3 towns. We obviously have to garrison them with about 400 men. And this is going to make like 500, 600. But we definitely need to recruit up more men. And just strengthen up our forces. But once the Asari are dead, that's going to be very nice. Because that's going to be Sturgia and the Asari are dead. Then we can maybe hide some clans out the south. Kind of rip the south apart. Then it's just going to be the north, the west, Valandia, Britannia, and the Khuzaits. Which, obviously, Britannia is relatively weak. So is the west, so it's mainly just the north, Khuzaits, and Valandia. Yeah, that's the victory here. Obviously, we do need to defeat them in the keep, but it's not that hard to do. Besides the fact that I don't want to waste my men. Yeah, it should be relatively easy here. Yeah, we just crushed them here. I can obviously take the prisoners. It's not going to be too much money, especially considering currently we want thousands. Not like, this is probably going to be like, yeah, 850. The town's loyalties aren't doing too well, but they're not doing terrible either. Oh, I actually forgot we defended a town, didn't we? So we actually can't sell everything. We can sell quite a lot of the expensive stuff, but we can't sell everything because we obviously defended a town, and that means we've made like an extra 100k or something, which is pretty good. Does look like they've gathered another army though, but we can go ahead and siege. I'll probably say, how many defenders has Sanala got? 900. Ooh, 900's not doable with the current. Yeah, we are at 850, which means we've left like 100, yeah, 150 in there. Food stock's going up. Oh no, it doesn't matter, it's not. What's going up by 53? It might have been a food stock and now it's not. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh. That's getting siege by the Valandians. That's really not good. It means we either can't finish off the Asari, or we're just going to lose everything we took from the Asari. The Asari are down to 2 castles and 2 towns. I think it's just worth making peace with them, honestly. We can head through the south, maybe collect some clans on the way. Yeah, we can head through the south, collect some clans on the way, hopefully. So we can rally some bannermen back with us. which will be pretty good. Does the south only own 3 towns? Yeah, they lost their castle. They're over the north as well, but it's better that the bannermen join us. Yeah, I think we go through the south, collect bannermen to join us, and we head back to my land to defend. Sinala, we're just going to leave them with their last towns then, because we need to get back to our land. So we're going to make peace with the Aserian, which is definitely not what I want, but we're going to need to. That's pretty good though. We took 3 towns off them. And I'll be back once we've either got a clan to join us, or we urgently need to get back to defend the town, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We're talking to Sitios here. He is willing to join us here. Ooh, we got a double success here. We just need one more thing. We need one more thing to succeed, and he can hopefully join us here. Which we're actually not getting anything. Yeah, luckily we got the last one there, which is obviously pretty nice here. How much is it going to join us for? 143k isn't too bad. There's also Temi in here, which also might be willing to join us here. Which we can obviously go ahead and save, but that's not too bad here. We did make just another 50k from the rest of my loot. And we can talk to Temian. Is he willing to join us? Yes, he is. Ooh, we are actually pretty lucky we got a double success there. Yeah, so he's going to join us as well. This is very nice. I already talked to Oros. Ooh, he's costing basically the rest of my money. Yeah, so I've got 37 grand left, but we did just get 2 clans from the south, which I actually forgot to take, but we just got 2 clans from the south, which is going to not strengthen us up that much. Yeah, it's definitely not helping that much. It definitely weakened up the south a bit, but I think they probably bring like 500 strength or something, both the clans. Yeah, 140. Oh, they only brought 250 strength to our kingdom here. They do have a lot more money now, which means they can help us out a lot more. But we need to sort out our daily income, because 3k on the amount of money that we're at is not good. We're just losing a lot of money. We need to sort out our garrisons and all that stuff. So we're going to head up. We're going to sort out my towns and stuff. I'm just going to organize a bunch of stuff while I'm waiting to either get sieged or whatever. So we'll obviously be back once we're at my land, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back as you can see, and we're just going to fight them here. There's 2 lords here. It's actually a perfectly even fight here on the battlefield. We do have a slight edge in strength. What do they have? What does the army have? Does it have a lot of cavalry? They have 90 cavalry. We have more cavalry? No, we don't. We have a little bit less cavalry, but we have a lot more ranged. We're obviously going to go ahead and save here. We should be able to hopefully crush his party. Well, not party, it's actually an army here. If we can crush them, that's going to be very nice. What I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to lower all my garrison sizes to 50, so I can make a lot of money. We're also obviously trying to work down the Omar garrison, because once we can make all the changes in the garrisons, we've got a very, very beautiful elite force here. Yeah, we've got 250 versus 250 on the battlefield, which means we've got 20 reinforcements. Oh, no, we've got 120 actually. We got up to 300 men each. So we've got 120 reinforcements as a backup wave of men. But besides that, we need to win this initial battle here. If we don't, then we've lost the battle, basically. They have quite a bit more cavalry than me. But we need to still just destroy them here. If we destroy them even with the cavalry being outnumbered, then that's going to be very nice. Yeah, getting first kill there is pretty good. It looks like we can get a battle size of 500 here, considering it's 250 versus 250. Ooh. If I can get damage to their cavalry here, but not die. Yeah, this is not good damage. Ooh, we did take out... I'm not too sure if that's their king, but it's definitely a strong, powerful lord. Oh, the Fiend Champions are absolutely destroying their cataphracts. Yeah, we've got a beautiful, beautiful amount of kills from these Fiend Champions. The Fiend Champions are really picking up kills here. They've got 120 infantry, which is my worry.
Form a shield wall! Move!
Yeah, that 120 infantry can absolutely stomp our men.
Cavalry! Give them hell!
We do have a lot of elite men ourselves, but it looks like they've got a lot of elite. Ooh, the one good thing about their shock troopers are they're going to get torn apart by archers. They're going to get absolutely torn apart by archers. Yeah, because they've got no shields to defend themselves. We should hopefully just crush them, honestly. With the Fiend Champions just being able to get 3 shots into them. Yeah, it looks like their lines are just absolutely crumbling here. Our lines are holding very... Ooh, they're actually falling back. That's very nice. Yeah, they're actually fully falling back, which is very good. Ooh, yeah, well, it does look like we're just absolutely destroying them. We're just holding the shield wall while our archers are butchering the men. Ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage. Yeah, I should probably fall back myself. Yeah, the Fiend Champions are way too broken here. In a good way, though. We're absolutely just crushing them here. It's because they didn't have any shields. The Fiend Champions just managed to pick them all off. They've got their reinforcements. Yeah, this is all their men that they have. They might have like an extra 10 men. Or something like that. Ooh, I went down. But we should be able to finish them off here with their just horrendous losses. We should just be able to finish them off. Yeah, that's beautiful here. That was a beautiful battle. 106 influence. That was a beautiful battle here. We did a very nice job of holding them. Yeah, so he is just a lord. We took their king and a lord prisoner. We're obviously not going to actually take them though. We should get a decent chunk of money. We obviously now defended the fief as well, so we're going to head to... I've ticked Tylel because we've already checked out Tylel. I'm going to sort out my towns. Obviously, Omar we need to take out Garrison of. And Oleg's got an army. I'm not too sure what he's planning on doing with the army. He's got 800 men. If he's planning on doing something stupid, I'm going to disband him. But we'll be back once we're actually doing something, so... I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. I was heading to defend Locarno and we lost it, sadly. Penkanat also got taken by the Valandians here. We're going to go ahead and see if we can crush this army. Ooh, ooh. I can see why they... Why are they sieging? I can see why they crushed that castle so quickly here. My town defense isn't even strong enough to defend all those forces. Because they've got about 1,600 men over there. And if they're heading to my town, that's not good. We can defend with my party size at least. We can defend. How many elite men do they have? Ooh, I don't think I can take those. I don't think I can take a single one of those armies in a field battle. Yeah, I don't think I can take an army on a field battle here. Where are they? Ooh, one of them sieging the castle. Where is the castle? Oh, there. So one of them sieging that castle. How defended is it? 200 men. That's not good. Oh, nah. Oh, that's really not good. Oh, they're actually defending Gaos. Yeah, because one of our armies is stupid is now sieging Gaos. They've got 600 men. Depending on how fast they're going, depends on what's happening. I'll be back once we've actually got something happening. Oh, this is not good. They've got at least 1,600 men charging towards them. Yeah, so we'll be back once we're doing something. We might need to disband that army, in all honesty. Because they're not too far away from Gaos. Yeah, they're really not too far away. Ooh. They're turning around to attack me now. Yeah, oh, they've just decided to siege Onar, I think. No, 2 of them are still for Gaos. We're going to disband the army. I'll be back once there's something happening, so I'll see you then. So we're back, as you can see, and we're going to obviously break into the fence here, and we're going to crush this army here. We've got 600 versus 1,200. We should just be able to crush them here. Yeah, it does look like we're crushing them. We did lose almost 20 men, but that's not too bad. We've just crushed a massive force of theirs, and that's obviously beautiful here. I think that's where we're going to end this episode here. Obviously, it's not the longest episode, I don't think it's going to be, but it's still a pretty good episode. We just made a lot of money in loot there. Probably like 400k or something like that, which is going to help just a lot here. I'll be organising my garrisons and stuff in between episodes. 50 grand just on prisoners is insane. Yeah, so obviously I'll be organising my towns and stuff in between episodes, I think. We've got 70 grand worth of just swords. So we've probably got a couple hundred grand worth of stuff. So I'll be back in the next episode, honestly. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more. Thanks for watching, and I'm just gonna let my army siege now, considering we wiped their biggest force. So I'll see you in the next episode. So thanks for watching. Peace.